is Bishop Swanson. I'm trying to prepare you for a reading list that will be on the sale during our annual conference through Cokesbury. And remember, you get, I think it's 25 to 30% discount if you buy these books, because the bishop has recommended them, and I highly recommend them. I think they will be beneficial to you, your church, and your ministry setting. The three books that I want to recommend to you are Canoeing the Mountains by Todd Bowles-Singer, and also Fearless Dialogue by Gregory Ellison. And then the third one I have here with me called Quietly Courageous by Gil Rindle. All three of these books remind me a little bit about when I was a kid. I used to go to the movie with my older sister Helen, and she used to love to go see movies that are not scary to you all today, but one of the movies that was really scary back in our days was, vampire movies, with Dracula and also with Frankenstein. And it was so interesting because what would happen was every time Frankenstein or Dracula would come on, my sister carried this big old coat with her in the movie. And whenever they would get ready to show them, she would put the coat over her head and go, let me know when they gone. And then I would say, they gone. And sometimes being a kid, they wasn't gone. But she was afraid. She went to the movie, but she was afraid to see the monster. Well, sometimes I think the church people go to church, but they're really afraid of their own faith. And they're afraid to take their faith out into the world to encounter the world. Well, my sisters and brothers, you and I have a power that can help us to deal with anything that goes on, and especially with the changes that are going on in this world. And all three of these books help us to understand the culture that Christ is setting us into, the world to witness into. Fearless Dialogue helps us to understand how to be in conversations that are very uncomfortable to us, and how we can bring the power of Christ in the midst of those. Canoeing the Mountains helps us to understand that sometimes we have the wrong instruments for a particular terrain that we're getting ready to deal with. And this book, Quietly Courageous, talks to us about how to be leaders in the midst of conflicting situations, and helps us to understand the landscape into which God has sent us in this day and time, because the landscape has changed. They're not silver bullets, but they help us to get to the place where you and your people can be in constant contact with the Lord and in dialogue, and can come away with some ways in which you can truly be faithful to the Lord, and that is making disciples because you truly love people. And when you truly love people, you're not afraid, not at all. And so you don't have a coat over your head saying, let me know when it's gone. You say, I can do all things through Christ Jesus who strengthens me. So get these books, read them, and be ready when annual conference time comes. God bless you.